Hey y'all, this week I'm going to be answering the question, will this world state be a mixture of many different cultures, or will it form its own new world culture, asked by Austin Testut? Austin uses Wendt's work, Why a World State is Inevitable, to make the assumption that Wendt's prediction of a world state is correct. I find it interesting that Austin would bring up culture and whether culture will change in the future based off this world government. The reason why I think it's so interesting is because it takes me back to the first section we read in this class in Samuel P. Huntington's work, The Clash of Civilizations. In Huntington's work, Huntington states that the most important conflicts of the future will occur along the cultural fault lines separating these civilizations from one another. This makes Austin questions so complex. So to start answering the question, I would like to use Huntington's quote, differences among civilizations are not only real, they are basic. Civilizations are different from each other by history, language, culture, traditions, and most important, religion. Notice that Huntington never says that a major part is government. Regardless of who's in control and who holds the power, the differences among the civilizations are basic. So since we're speaking of the world in 2025, or even up to 100 years as in Went, Huntington's work leads me to believe that even if Went is correct and we do have a world state or government, that different cultures will remain, at least for the near future. I believe it would take centuries for a world culture to be created, but I do think it's possible. Huntington states that differences do not necessarily mean conflict, and conflict does not necessarily mean violence. So if these differences remain, it does not necessarily equal to conflict or violence. In fact, we could eventually learn from one another's cultures and, as Huntington says, blend and overlap, and may include sub-civilizations. Eventually, if the world was to truly work under one state, I think it is possible to have one major civilization with much time and with different variations. Just as Western civilization now has different variations based off of where it is. I think that's how it would be in a world state government. All right, thank you.